What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Nightcrawler here, just doing a quick video. Made it to the final stage of Rogue Loops, about to take on the final boss. Just a quick overview of what I'm using. So for my relics, I got Stay Alive. You gain a shield after taking damage blocking enemy attacks for 1 second. This one scales with skill damage, so you could take those throughout your run. Then you have Stunning Lock on common level. If you electrify enemy, your critical chance increases 20% for 6 seconds, which kind of works with these because it electrifies, and you work with this because it electrifies, which is the black hole. Also, it works with this because you get more crit, and this scales off of crit, and so does this. And you get lucky recovery, so you heal for 1 when you deal critical damage. Both scalings work on this, so skill damage and critical chance. So again, this, and these all work with even this one thing here. Once you electrify them, you get that 20% for 6 seconds. And then this is kind of how you stay alive, because you're getting healing here every time you're proccing the crit, and then every time, if you know how the bow of SEKHLUR works, when you pump them full of arrows and then you detonate your special, which is this one, it heals you as well as it does critical damage, right? So that's kind of how that works. And then you get the barrier, gain 10 armor whenever you defeat an enemy. So this is kind of like helps you with your defense and stuff like that. So essentially, this is kind of like, I guess you could kind of say like an immortal build. So I'm just gonna do some gameplay here. So is there some ads you gotta fight before you make some damage? Okay, that's kind of good. So it'll show you. Just gotta keep moving basically. Now the good thing is when you pump them full of arrows, they are taking damage, so you can try not to kill them, so that way you can do that. Detonate that and you get all of that was healing. Right? Gotta get the gold shield, like your typical rogues, like the gold shield, you gotta get it off of them before you can do anything. Right? So you can purposely wait until you have a cooldown. You get a 10-second cooldown on the explosion, so you can wait it out. Right, so I took a little bit of damage there, and then I just got back all that health. So that's kind of how you stay alive. And obviously, if you dodge better than I'm doing right now. So usually there's a shop here. Just get some healing. You don't really need too much, but why the hell not? And I can get some blue essence, which helps with your meta progression. Now we're about to fight the boss of all bosses. Looks like a rock titan. Solexi, or Solex, or whatever the hell his name is. Right, so we're gonna... Boy, watch out for that. So the thing with this boss is all the little tricks that they do throughout the main levels, dropping meteors, summoning spirits and stuff like that, he does. Now look at the damage. See how much damage I just did just by detonating the bows? So you pump them full of bows as much as possible. Oh, watch out for these. Watch out for the purple sperms. Every hazard that they put on this is a hazard that you would do through the normal game at one point or another. And then in the boss fight, they just add them all. So we just got a bunch of healing back. So it definitely helps with your survivability. Timing. Oh, poor timing there. So typically that flame skull and the purple skull does fear, so when it does fear on you, it makes it so that you run around uncontrollably. Oh shit, I took a bunch of damage there. And you can't control your character, so you try to avoid that one. But like I said, this is the final boss, and you just kind of dump everything on you. Right, so one of them doing crit. I'm not really doing the lightning crit because there's not really much for me to attack there. In the second phase, he's going to start dropping some ads. Oh, took a damage there. Thought I was out of the safety zone, but I was not. Those tentacles show up throughout the game as well too. But see, even though I'm taking damage, I'm not losing as much life, because as soon as I detonate my arrows, when you're using, because she has 2 separate bows. She has the bow of SEKHLUR, and then there's another one that you use where when you shoot them, the arrows come back to her. So you would kind of position yourself, like here I would pump the boss full of arrows, and then kind of position myself between the enemies so that when it comes back to me, they take damage. Now look at all that damage I just did there. going. Use the black hole. So as long as they don't have the gold armor, the black hole will kind of stun them in position. This one isn't too hard, it's just plentiful, just kind of weave through them. So now we got them down to the second stage. Kind of stay out of the range of the tentacles. I had to destroy those eggs because if they stay there for 10 seconds, they'll birth a super strong enemy. Oh, poison. They'll birth a super strong enemy. And we don't want no more problems than we already have. Alright, we'll see how much damage I took. So the armor proc is going off. Alright, so again, I'm getting armor for each enemy that I defeat. And I'm getting the lucky strike for the healing. And I'm not really doing the lightning because there's not really a lot of opportunities to do it. To get the extra 20% crit chance for 6 seconds. Alright, we can probably try and do it here. Add that to him. Alright, so now my character is glowing because I got that crit toy. Got that crit chance. Then we gotta take out these eggs. Take a lot of damage there. Okay, send off the bombs. Okay, we gotta do... Oh wait, was not paying attention. Yeah, with the proper pacing and patience, this fight's not as hard as it looks. Get rid of the eggs. Don't want no more smoke than we already have. 3 seconds on the countdown for the explosion. Do that. So what I do typically is if my life is low, I just use the adds as food. I just purposely pump them full of arrows and just wait for the timer and just detonate it so I can get some extra healing and then do the same thing to the boss. So look at these. They're coming. Wait for the cooldown. Dodge stuff. Being a little reckless there just to show you the benefits of getting the heal proc. And it even works better if they're stacked up together. Look at that. All that healing I just got back. So now I'm not gonna die as quickly as I would. That's why I prefer this bow instead of the other one. Because you don't really have to, you know, think about it that much. Oops. Okay, let's get some spacing there. Watch out for the skulls, watch out for the meteor. You can too, if you're pretty close, ignore the ads and just focus on the boss. Like right now, he's almost dead. Get some extra damage going on in there. Right, he's pretty close to the end. Just ignore the ads. Detonate the arrow. Yep. Put in there. Oops, I was close. Oh, gotta get out of there. I'm gonna detonate. Detonate. Nice. So all those arrows were in him. We just hit the B button. Big explosion. Damage. So this is my third time finishing this. I haven't done any of the harder playthroughs yet because I'm trying to unlock more meta progression stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much my immortal explosive build with Amber. If you guys are interested in more gameplay of Rogue's Loop, I do play this, you know, from time to time. So feel free to hit that like, subscribe button, share, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy, y'all.